All right, so top 10 summer sneakers for 2024. I'm real excited about this video. I've got all different types of brands in here, different styles. I made sure that I had a mix of colorful options, you know, for those nice summer days, but also some essentials, things that are gonna go with a wide variety of outfits. First up is a pair of Air Max. And if you didn't know, I'll tell you right now, summertime and Air Max, they go together like maple syrup and French toast. And speaking of breakfast, we have the Nike Air Max 90 Dunkin' Donuts. Now, if you didn't know, Dunkin' Donuts here in New England is a big deal. I worked there at some point. It was my first job, fun fact. I don't really drink their coffee too much anymore, but there's just this comforting feeling of seeing a Dunkin' Donuts. When you're anywhere in New England, you're gonna see them. So when I saw this colorway, absolutely had to have them. They're definitely not an official Dunkin' Donuts collab, but come on, man. Come on. How could it not be inspired by those colors? If you want a pair, these just released, and for the most part, all the pairs that I'm gonna show you are still available, and they're gonna be linked for you down in the description. If you have any questions about them, feel free to ask. Okay, at number 9 is a shoe that I've been talking a lot about recently. They're from Puma, and they are the newly redesigned GV Specials, and they're awesome. Guillermo Vilas, a legendary tennis player in the 80s. That's when this shoe released, early 80s. There's a couple different versions out there, and trust me when I tell you, this is the one that you want. It'll be linked for you guys down in the description. The other pair is just different shape, different material quality, different fit. You don't want that. So we've got the Air Max 90 Dunkins at number 10, the Pumas at number 9, and at number 8, you know it, we have the Air Jordan 4 Military Blue. So I've been shredding in these things, literally skating them, using them for what they're intended for, to be worn. Obviously they're a retro basketball shoe. They're not exactly made for skateboarding, but I've liked skating in them. Now for the 100th time, yes, I wish that they were more comfortable, and if they were, they'd be probably the #1 shoe on this list. So yes, I wish that they did not destroy my pinky toe when I wore them, and they had a little bit more cushion on them, because they look so good. Like, you can't deny that shape right there. That shape of these 4s is just so damn good. Like, they just knocked the shape of these out of the park. I just need them to be a little bit wider. Just the way that a straight fit light wash denim falls on these shoes, they look so perfect. So here they are at number 8. Now, going from desiring more comfort to getting that comfort, these are just, I need more pairs of these. At number 7, we have the new Air Max DN in vivid purple. I'm surprised we haven't seen this gradient design on more colorways just yet. I've been waiting for that. I'm hoping that there's a pine green version sitting on top of a white. By the way, if you have the coconut milk pair, let me know what you think about those. I've been really debating that pair or waiting for something new to come out. This one just screams a summer night. If you want to wear some, you know, lightweight black shorts with these and just hit the town, they'll do the trick. Okay, next up is a pair that I hope is not getting lost in the shuffle. I hope that people haven't forgot about this shoe, because it's really good. I haven't thrown on a pair of Jordan 1s in a long time, and these have been a solid substitution. So we have the Greenstone Jordan Airship PE, the collaboration with Aime Maniere, and just picture this. You need to wear pants somewhere, linen pants, some nice lightweight linen pants. Maybe you're going out to dinner and you just don't want to wear a dress shoe. You want to wear a sneaker and you need something. Trust me, this guy can be elevated. You can take this shoe to the next level. I wore these a lot recently and they felt comfortable. They're definitely wide foot friendly, and they have character with that green suede on the swoosh, that aged midsole. The leather is nice, and of course, you know, it's a Celtics colorway. It's got a little bit of that Celtics green going on. Do I wear this with a Celtics outfit when the Celtics win it all? Maybe I do. All right, let's get into the rest of these. And I wasn't gonna wear my Bruins hat again because they lost last night, but you are a fair weather fan if you ditch your team. How are we gonna lose to a Florida team? Crazy. Always got the C's though. Let's go down a little bit of a New Balance rabbit hole here, because New Balance is just, they're killing it. This pair you've seen, these released 2 years ago, but they are very similar to another pair that just dropped, and I couldn't justify having both. So what I'm gonna do is break these back out. Maybe some of you have never seen them, unlikely. A lot of you probably have, but just imagine that these are the New Balance 993, which they are, in the chive green colorway. Now these are slightly different than that pair. I'll do a quick comparison for you guys. That one is a little bit more of a vibrant kind of key lime type feel to it. This is a sage green, and these are a collaboration with Joe Freshgoods, the Performance Arts Pack. If you're unfamiliar with the 993, it's a model that New Balance always has available in the gray, in the black, and in the navy. They're always available. Chances are if you walk into a New Balance store, you're gonna see this shoe on the shelf. But very rarely do you see colorways outside of those. I just gotta say that this is absolutely one of the most comfortable made in USA New Balance that's out there. Like, I find the 993 more comfortable than the 990 V5, V6. It's wide foot friendly. It has that puffy classic tongue on it. So either get some classic gray 993s, the new chive colorway, or actually there's a 574 in the same exact chive green that the 993s are. So if you want just something half the price, literally they're 80 bucks or so. I'll link them for you guys. I should just grab a pair of those and put them in a top 5 sneakers under $100 video. Let me know if you guys want to see that. Okay, this pair might be the one that I am most excited about in this entire video. If you recognize this box, you're a real one. And as a huge New Balance fan, please bring these back. NB, the regular gray basic New Balance boxes, now I gotta get one. I mean, like night and day. It's such better presentation. It reminds me of a certain time, and it's not boring like the gray ones. And that's coming from someone that doesn't care a whole lot about the box. I care about the shoes much, much more. So this pair is 10 years old, and I don't know if I had this specific colorway, and I don't know if I made a YouTube video on them. I know I've had other colors in this model, and that's what inspired this pickup. So I've been looking for a dead stock pair of these New Balance 1600s, and I finally found a pair. This is not a model that you see often, and you might think that this is a pair made in the USA. It's not. And that made them a little bit less expensive, but the suede is just as nice. This is really premium stuff on here, velvet on the inner lining, and they are crazy comfortable. Crazy comfortable. I remember having the all red pair. I definitely did a YouTube video on those. So I've always been looking for a dead stock pair. One popped up in my size, and I didn't look back. All right, so this top 3 is really interesting because it's a combination of general release shoes, stuff that you can buy right now, easy to wear items that are gonna go with a bunch of different outfits. I really wanted to hone in on that, and a special pair that unfortunately is not gonna work out for me. But I had to share them here because they're so well done that they deserve a little bit of a spotlight, but I'm not keeping them. So I'm sure you've seen that Bode and Nike did a collaboration on the Astrograbber model, and this is so bittersweet for me. I really wanted these to work out, and it's quite the realization for me because I gotta start making some changes in the footwear that I buy. Unfortunately, narrow sneakers are not for me anymore. I've always had a slightly wide foot, but I've been able to wear everything. There's very few shoes in the past that I've been like, I gotta get rid of these don't fit well, they don't work for my foot. I always tend to make it work. Those days are over. And I realized it when I got these in. This is probably the most narrow shoe I've ever seen, it's also one of the best shoes that I've seen released this year. Man, I wanted these to work out so bad. Just the mix of materials on here with this canvas mesh, it feels like the beach. It feels like a high-end Italian tote bag or something along those lines. The leather on that Nike swoosh is premium and it just stands out. I can't fall in love with them too much because they gotta go back. I gotta return them. And to top it off, this is one of the only shoes I've ever been able to get on the sneakers app in, I don't know, 2 years, 3 years, or whatever. I basically had stopped trying, and then all of a sudden, I was like, you know what, let me just put a flyer on this pair because I really wanted them. Got them, get them in, and it wasn't even one of those you put a shoe on and you're like, maybe it'll stretch, maybe it'll give in with time. No, I put them on and I was like, laughed. So incredible work by Bode and Nike. I hope that there is a wide foot friendly release on the horizon. Okay, next up, and I'll be honest, I was actually gonna put this shoe at number 5 or higher up somewhere on the list. And then I started wearing them and I was like, you know what? This is kind of what it's all about. This should be, you know, ranked higher if it could be someone's everyday shoe or every other day shoe or something that they dress up. So that's exactly what I've been doing with these guys, and I'm putting them at number 2. It's completely unexpected. It's an affordable option. You've seen me talk about this model before, but not this colorway. I'm really just enjoying this shoe. And similar to the Astrograbber Nikes that I just showed you, it's a low profile sneaker. It's on trend, but it works better with my foot. So we have the Adidas Handball Spezial. Now, yes, this is very simple, and I'm typically drawn to more color, but the way that they did this gray suede on here, for one, very nice quality. It is super light gray, and then the Adidas 3 stripes done in that off-white color, it blends and it flows, and I can't tell you why, but I get a high-end feel from this shoe. That gum bottom is great and it's in a nice clay brown. I prefer this model over the Samba hands down, and one thing that makes it more comfortable is the tongue. It is very flexible. Some Adidas models kind of dig into your ankle area, these don't. And then additionally, it's not a wide shoe, but it's wide enough to accommodate my feet, and there's enough give on the suede here that if you have a little bit of a wide foot, it doesn't, you know, restrict it too much. Just to give you a little side by side, and I know it doesn't seem substantial on camera probably, but these guys are just a little bit wider. And if you get a couple millimeters from width on a sole, it can really be a game changer. And this colorway is actually a women's colorway, but Adidas does a good job in making sure that they have a full size run. So if you are a guy like me and you wear an 11.5 or 12, you can still rock some of these women's colorways. There's nothing about it that makes me think it's a woman's shoe, but you know, that's just how it's branded. So keep that in mind if you go ahead and grab a pair. I'll link them for you guys. I wear these all the time. Okay, at number 1, and sticking with our theme, comfortable, wearable. These guys right here check all the boxes for me as far as what I want in a summer shoe. Everything I just said, and it's the perfect shoe to wear on the go. Now, it's a pair of Nike Vomero 5s. I took a little hiatus from wearing them because I was like, you know what? I feel like they're just a tad bit overpriced, just a tad. I found a little promo code and it made these a lot more appealing to me. If it's still active, I'll of course leave it for you guys. And I saw this colorway and I felt like, you know what? Even though it's not a vibrant summertime color, I feel like the navy in there mixed with that aged sole, they don't look like any of the other Vomero 5s that are out there right now. So here we go. Thunder Blue and Cream. Now they aged this midsole. It's not aged like the the Aime Manieres that I showed you earlier. It's a true, almost tan color. It's like oatmeal on there, and it looks perfect. And if you didn't know, the comfort on this shoe, the hype is real. You know, you got a mix of Zoom Air and Cushlon on here, and the laces on this pair are actually nice. Some of the other Vomero 5s come with these laces that should be thrown out immediately. They look awful. They like stand up on top of the shoe. It looks like they're dancing. These guys are a lot more appropriate. They have a navy lace tip as well. I kind of like that little extra detail. So when I was thinking about a number one shoe, I wanted to do something different than what I've done in the past, where I just kind of reveal a bang. How about I make something extremely wearable my number one shoe? And that's exactly what I did here. All of these, for the most part, are going to be linked for you guys down in the description. Before you go check them out, make sure you subscribe if you're new around here, and of course hit that thumbs up because it helps my channel. Why wouldn't you want to do that? If you've been here and you've already watched this entire video, why not leave a like or hit the comment section and let me know what you guys are rocking this summer, because I like that too. I like to hear what you guys are wearing. Thank you for tuning in. Go check out some of my other videos if you missed them. I'll catch you next time. Peace.